So, talking point, and we saw something kind of weird on Instagram, didn't we?
Yes, this picture came up, and I know it's April and we're around April Fools. So the first question, is it like real or not? Let's assume it is. No, it is apparently. Like a couple of sources says it is. It happened. There is an Auto-Belay hanging off on a crag in this picture.
Right. Let's just put some context in here, because it's not like someone's drilled an Auto-Belay into the wall. What someone's done is installed a removable Auto-Belay on the top of a bolt.
Right.
So they've gone along, they've placed it on the bolt, and presumably they're using it for guiding or helping groups or all the rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the original Instagram page that showed this don't really want to be talked about, so we're not going to. But the picture's around everyone. We've had lots of comments about people dropping us, so we are going to talk about the picture. Okay. It's obviously a bit of an eyesore sticking an Auto-Belay on, okay?
Yes.
It's this gym thing indoors. If I'm going to be, here's devil advocate, okay? I'm going to play it. You can debate the other side. I'm going to debate. I don't necessarily believe in this, but here, I'm going to debate this. You ready? What's the difference between sticking an Auto-Belay and an area where, like, for a group, and just having a top rope on it all day? Both are as annoying, in my opinion. Number one, like, oh, that's so annoying. I have nothing to against groups learning how to climb at crags. You just have to pick your routes. Don't pick something that everyone wants to climb. Find somewhere else, a bit that's less frequented by other climbers. If you're a group, the normal etiquette going on. But there's a bit of kickback from guides about this, isn't there?
Yeah, the real issue isn't the Auto-Belay there. Like you said, it's more or less like putting up a top rope, a very expensive top rope, because
noisy.
Those boxes.
Sorry, I'm playing devil advocate. I'll shut up. I'm not gonna.
Those boxes are like expensive. But yeah, the issue is that they're scared, or it is happening that there are like certain companies that don't really hire mountain guides. They just have outdoors instructors that would set up the Auto-Belay and just stick a kid on, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's not really learning how to climb. Well, it's learning how to climb, but not learning the actual ropes.
Yeah. And it's not nothing's 100% safe as well. If you're not this is the thing, we don't know what these groups are doing. Maybe it's a very qualified company. Maybe they are using qualified people and they just have an Auto-Belay as an extra element of safety. But if they're not, it's worrying, isn't it? Because stuff can go wrong with Auto-Belays.
It's more like it's worrying in a bigger context, like whether this is gonna become normal one day. This whole indoor to outdoor thing. But like what? Like companies are gonna start buying crags, like taking out, I don't know, the bolts, and is it gonna, like, what am I trying to say? Is it gonna become normal to just go to like a private crag and like go on an Auto-Belay?
I mean, I hope not, but I'm trying to work out why I'm against it, because I do think, so I don't want Seiyus to be filled with Auto-Belays making that sound all the time. I don't want that.
And it's such a social sport.
Yeah, but then I do keep coming back to this thing. Is like, what's the difference between that and a top rope?
Because you're still like with a guide or with somebody professional and
you
knows
could have
what
someone
they're
professional
doing.
with this. Again, devil's advocate here a little bit, but you could hire a mountain guide. Let's say you're teaching someone how to trad climb, for example, right? You could hook them up on an Auto-Belay, let them trad climb, and they do this indoors, and then they're safe. Is that wrong?
Well, the thing is that it's not like setting up a top rope. Like these things are like 5,000 euros or something like that. Like why not learn how to climb safely indoors where these things are already up?
So why have it indoors?
Because it's safe.
But then what's the difference between indoors and outdoors?
I don't know, Matt.
If I'm trying to wiggle into this, because what I'm trying to work out is why that image distresses me, and it's I don't think it's good enough for us just to be like, well, it's ruining the aesthetics, because it obviously is a little bit, but then climbers do that everywhere. Climbers just crawling all over the rock ruin the aesthetics.
Yes, true, but like, is it necessary? Not really. Can they just set a top rope?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it annoyingly noisy? Yes.
Yes.
And also, I mean, when
is it actually safe? Well, I've heard a couple of accidents.
When I worked as a climbing instructor, I watched it happen. As in, I wasn't there, but someone clipped in. Yeah. Except they didn't. Went up, let go, except they weren't attached, and fell and really
I'm personally very against Auto-Belays. Because like my climbing instructor at gym in Milan, there was a mishap and he got really, really hurt. And, could have died.
But it's good when if you're by yourself. I've used them because you can get so much mileage. The other day at the Sharma gym, I spent like an hour and I literally just went up and down, 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 and it was the best endurance training. So I like it.
Is it the best endurance training? Jakob Schubert said you just need a spray wall.
Yes, but Jakob Schubert's Jakob Schubert if you're a normal human being. You know, what my point is, you can get a lot done if you haven't got a climbing partner.
Yeah.
Which
true.
I quite like. So I have nothing against them indoors. I really don't. As long as you've used them properly. But outdoors...
Outdoors, it just might take away, you know, the job of a professional mountain guide.
Yes, which would be obviously a huge shame. Oh, that was a very long discussion. It was more of a debate. We debated.
Yes, I had to do those. I don't like them. I
A
don't
debate.
like conflict.
I love a
I don't
debate.
like conflict.
You know, I used to
Not
have
at
so
all.
much fun.
I always give in. I'm like, yeah, whatever makes you happy.
Oh no, I used to love arguing the wrong point of view, you know? Like take an impossible thing to argue and try to argue it. Love that. I don't know what we're yelling about! Anyway,
Live and let live.
Live and
Hey.
let live.